Beavers are back.
And we're back. So I'm Richard, and I'm here playing Legend of the Five Rings with my favorite people in the world. What we're missing one of them. We have Petra, Jeremy, Alex, and missing is Luke. Now, Alex's former character, Isashi, has been murdered in the most honorable way, along with Kitano in the neck. And we're at the Hairy Tarantula at 3456 Yonge Street here in Toronto, Ontario. You can find us online at hairyt.com. And if you type in Welcome 5 when you go to check out at the store, that gives you a 5% discount on your very first purchase. You can pick up, of course, the Legend of the Five Rings role-playing books or many of our other RPGs, magic cards, etc. That we have available in the store, including graphic novels, books, and apparel. Yes. So we had just arrived at Ryoko Owari, and our players have currently met the magistrate in charge.
Her name is?
Her name is, yes.
Soko Yogo. Did I say it right?
Yogo Asoko, which is Yogo Osako. Ako. Yes.
And we're going right away to our mission.
Pardon?
Yogo is Scorpion.
Yogo is Scorpion, yes. You are in a Scorpion-controlled city.
Our whole magistrates get everywhere.
It's true, they do, but this city is controlled by the Scorpions. But it's been a contested city for many, many years. Most of the clans have owned it at one point or another. Now it is the Scorpion's turn.
Now the name of the accused person is Michuana?
Yes.
And are we ordered to go there directly, or do we have time to find our quarters and sit down?
You guys are shown around. You are given quarters, of course, inside.
The Emerald Magistrate Castle?
Castle, yeah, if you want to call it that. Castle. It's more or less, it's barracks, more or less.
It's a big house.
Your Haru is, of course, taken to the stables along with the other horses that are available there. He is twice the size that they are.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Is he
It's a huge
cramped?
horse.
Pardon?
Is he cramped?
Is he cramped? Well, I don't know. Maybe, maybe not. I don't know how tall. I don't know how tall he is.
It's twice the height of the other horses.
Yeah.
No, it's twice the size.
Twice the
So
size.
His mass is about twice the mass of the horse.
Yeah, if he was really, really tall, it'd be hard for you to jump on the back of
So
him.
I don't know if our
If he was
viewers
twice
at
the height,
home.
He'd be like 10 foot at the shoulders instead of 5 foot at the shoulders.
Sometimes the glare that you give me when scares me.
So yeah, let's go around the table. So my character has a large stature. So what does that mean? Like I'm
You're as tall as the horse.
5'10", 5'11".
No.
Like how big does that make me?
Next, I guess we'll
You're
probably
like
small.
Six something, like
Six or
six.
something?
Yeah.
All right. How big is Kikita Ryuki? Is he what does he look like?
Very well dressed.
Mm-hmm.
Very like clean cut. Hair's clean, washed, long white hair.
No armor.
No armor.
No beard.
No beard.
What about Chio? Is she very tall?
No, average stature.
Mhm.
So like 5'2" to 5'4" probably.
I actually got a picture of Chio.
You
recently,
did, yes.
So I know she has long dark hair, no beard, unfortunately.
She does not have a beard.
I'm the only one with a beard.
The only one with the beard.
Yeah. It's very hard for
13-year-olds to grow, but somehow I managed to do it.
And if you follow us over on Twitter at L5RCommie, you can see the photos of the characters.
Oh, nice.
I was gonna say people with certain lineages to grow beards.
That's right. All right, so charter time.
Charter time.
Yes.
Okay.
So,
Do you want me to read the whole thing?
pardon?
Do you want me
I mean, you don't have to, but read some points in that out just to the thing like
Very
the most.
long.
It is very long.
It is long. So
Um,
there's 4 parts of the Charter of Emerald Magistrates. Part 1 is jurisdiction. Part 2 is duties. Part 3 is restrictions, and part 4 is rights.
All right, so let's go over your duties as magistrates, because these would be the most important things while you are working in this city.
So our duties as magistrates are tax and tariff collection, which is pretty self-explanatory. Authorizing travel papers. We have to be available at least 1 day a week to sign imperial travel documents. Protection of visiting dignitaries is one of our duties. Briefing the Emerald Champion. So once a month, we meet with the Emerald Champion to brief him or her on current ongoing activities and investigations. Notification and non-jurisdictional crimes. Oh, no, notification of non-jurisdictional crimes. So it's our job to give people notice when any Emerald Magistrate becomes aware of a crime that is outside of his or her jurisdiction. The magistrate is honor bound to give a thorough briefing on the matter to whatever authority has jurisdiction over the crime. Briefing the governor, so the city or regional governor of the province in which we are stationed. It's our job to brief them again on current and ongoing investigations. And notification of accusations. So if a person of samurai class, living or dead, has been accused of or implicated in a crime being investigated by the Emerald Magistrates, it is the duty of said magistrates to inform the local family and or clan leader of the accusation. And those are our duties. Anything else? I would say the important restrictions that seem to pop out are that we have no authority to command the service of troops except as noted below in Part 4, Section 5 and 6. We are not supposed to provide street patrols or random policing. It is not our jurisdiction to investigate crimes which are strictly a local concern, unless that's passed to us as a specific responsibility. And accepting gifts and money. We're not supposed to do in terms of our duties as
So if we're not supposed to investigate local crimes, why is the murder of a supposed crab samurai in the city
Not a local crime. It's crab samurai.
supposed?
Hmm?
Can't even tell me what clan he's from or his
But-
name.
They suspect he's a crab.
They suspected, and then they got rid of his body. So I can't even look at him and tell you if I know him or not.
You can look at his facts.
What do you mean his blue armor and his hammer?
And his clothes.
I suppose.
Look at the stitching on his clothes, things like that. See if it's actually matches up crab
Okay.
apparel.
Is there anything else?
Look at his money. There's many things you can look at to determine someone's identity.
All the things that we have to look at could just have been stolen or faked.
Of course.
I don't like it. I don't like any of it.
And either way, then it's not a local matter.
While you guys are talking to each other regarding your upcoming mission, you hear a knock at the door.
Well, I guess we should get out of the yurt and answer it.
Who
Well,
is
we're in the
it?
barracks.
You are in the barracks.
You can have a yurt inside the barracks.
No, you cannot.
Aw.
Like pitching an umbrella inside a house.
Yeah, well, it's
Is
how
it?
it's
I
supposed
feel
to
like
be
it's
privacy.
even worse.
Yeah.
This is our study yurt.
Privacy.
This is our study yurt, so
Oh,
we can
my
get
servant can
to chat.
Your servant's name is what again?
Oh,
Ohiro?
hero.
Ohiro opens the door and sees standing before them Thunder Guards and the governor of Ryoko Owari.
Hello.
Greetings,
Greetings, Kakita Ryuku. And how are you this beautiful day?
I'm fine.
I was told that we have new recruits for this town's watch.
The watch?
Well, that is what you magistrates are, is it not? You watch over the town, protect us.
And the lands.
But mostly here at this period of time.
Yes,
Very well. So who has come before us?
Kita Man.
Is that your name?
It's nice to meet you too. I'm sorry to catch yours.
I am the governor.
Is that your name?
You are quite funny.
I'm told that I have a very excellent sense of humor. I won the poetry competition.
That is something to be very proud of. However, humor does not change the fact that your rudeness will be looked over at the moment. And you are, dear.
A taco chio.
Ah. A battle maiden, I assume?
Yes, you would assume correctly.
Very well. It is a pleasure to meet you. I'm sure you have busy magistrate work to get to, but thank you very much.
Before you leave,
Yes.
I'm sure my cousin wishes you well.
Oh, which cousin is that one? The Dueling Academy one?
No.
No?
Remember what my lineage is?
Oh, yes. Yes. Ah. She smiles and blushes and she goes, next time that you see him, please wish him well for me as well.
Oh.
I shall pass on your regards to the
Mm-hmm. So,
Yeah, that's the thing.
So the governor.
We're young, so we're having
Yeah,
a
we're
more mature moment
we're
to
drinking
this.
this in.
We're like, oh, we're
Something like-
13. What
So
is romance?
Governor Ryoko Owari is a lady. That's
Yes.
all I got from that.
Yes.
What does she look like?
what
She
does she
pretty
look
lady?
like?
Is she
She
wearing
is a pretty
mask?
look like. So, if you actually turn in your books, I believe it is on in this one here.
Oh, that one?
It's actually in hold on, where is she? Governor
Pick up on the other.
Hyubu. Hyobu.
I'm sorry, what page am I talking about?
Sorry, she is, I believe, in your book G. G9. You're at G1.
So her name is Hayabu.
Hyobu.
Hy
Hyobu.
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 Oh, that's her?
Yes, that is her.
Just pretty.
That is her dossier as well. You'll find many of the people that you'll be interacting with in the player's guide for you. So,
Lies.
pardon?
The Player's Guide to City Lies. Yeah.
City of Stories.
City of Stories.
Yes.
Yeah.
Yes.
City of Lies.
The player's guide to Ryoko Hawaii.
Yes. So, any information that you want to find out about the city itself is generally located in that book. So, for if you want, who's who, we can just simply look it up.
Right.
This is information that the players, all of you, have access to at any given point in time. So, if you want to see the book, that is fine. I myself have 2 books that I'll be running from, the map book as well as this. So, we are currently in...
Do we have a location number for it?
Yes, I'm describing the location number now.
Sorry, I have to obscure your face.
Yep. Obscure my face.
So there's the map for us to look at.
Yep.
Here.
Indeed. So, we are located L7 near City Hall.
Oh yeah. Okay. Just inside the gate.
Unicorn gates. Got it. Okay. So that was interesting. So, the Emperor, your cousin, what did you do to get stuck with us?
I found you on the road.
You poor thing.
And as my daimyo sent me on this mission, it is my duty to him to aid you.
I'm so sorry.
It'll be fine.
So
With
after
proper
you,
guidance, we might make something of you.
so after you guys have gotten settled in, you in your barracks, you now change into your Emerald Magistrate uniform,
Which is not
Another
your
magical
armor.
girl transformation.
which is exactly not your armor.
No, the armor stays on.
Your armor
What's
is
on
war gear, is it
your
not?
uniform over the
The
armor.
the
Your
armor,
armor
is in
is
fact
War gear and ceremonial.
and ceremonial.
And ceremony.
Yes.
Yeah.
Nice. Okay.
So I'm showing great amounts of respect by keeping it on for all of you. You lucky people. No idea how great you
I
have
feel
it.
honored.
Yeah. Well, I mean, I am in presence of the family of the Emperor, so I have no choice but to wear my best gear at all times. That's how it is. So when do we march out to meet this person? This
Well, I suspect we can do so. What time is it now?
Michuana.
Late in the day?
It's late in the day now.
I think we should all go have a drink and get to know each other.
Sounds splendid. Where
Alright.
to?
I don't know the city, so presumably you would know.
Yeah,
You
you,
can find a local. There's probably one in the ground, actually.
Yes, there is in fact a like tea house in like
Or
you know
sake house.
there's a generally with a city this huge, restaurants, sake houses, tea houses are like you wouldn't be surprised if
All
you
over
see like 10 of them in a row.
Yeah.
So you can literally pick and choose whatever quarter you want to go to, and there will be a restaurant or a house in that
But
of your
I would also
choice.
assume because this is like the Emerald Magistrate barracks,
Mhm.
there's probably both a tea house and a sake house on the grounds.
There is definitely a tea house. A sake house, you have to go outside the grounds. So
surprisingly chaste for a place known as the cesspool of the Scorpion Rule.
I don't know if you should be saying that so loud.
I wouldn't say that to their face.
Was that loud?
as you say that, you notice that there is in fact two people actually looking at you.
Hi.
They turn back and whisper to each other.
No,
I'm
you're
thirsty. Where are we going?
Can I know what they say with my attention to detail?
You the idiot.
Is that what they said?
No, it's low enough where you will not hear. No.
Alright.
So, you guys want to go explore Ryoko Owari?
Sounds fun. We have a guide, so I don't think we're just wandering.
All right. Guide, where would you like to go?
To a sake house.
Yes, but in what district would you like to go to?
We'll stay nearby.
Stay nearby? Okay. Cool. So,
Probably shouldn't go get mugged.
I mean, you could. Just let me quickly find L7 here.
So are we headed towards the bay? Or back towards the gate where we came from?
And the bay is good.
Okay.
Find a sake house that overlooks the bay.
Do all cities smell like this?
So, yes, all cities.
great.
So, as you guys are traveling through
Woke up on
this,
him. Smells better than his armor.
My armor is clean.
So as you guys leave the magistrate's barracks, you travel through the neighborhood and that until you eventually find a sake house. Inside, it's starting to get busy. There's a lot of hustle and bustle. There's a lot of peasants. There's some samurai. And you walk in, and a lady approaches you, and she goes, "Magistrates, how can I assist you tonight?"
Drink.
Food.
Table for 4?
All of the above.
This way. She escorts you to a table in the far back corner so that you are not to be disturbed. She goes, "Someone will be right with you with sake and food." So, you guys are inside
Yep.
the sake house, eating and drinking.
Didn't know each other.
Right. So, all right, this is a good time to introduce your characters to each other, because you really haven't had a chance to do that, despite the fact that you guys spent several days traveling. It wasn't an opportune time to really sit there and get to know each other. So, I'm gonna give this part to you guys to role play out.
Play
And-
various drinking games.
Play various drinking games and that, and
Realize, see how slow the crowd is.
Yeah.
I will definitely win every game.
I doubt it.
No chance. I lose any of these games.
all right. So, what are you guys talking about?
I don't know. Just talk about.
Well, I'm curious because we just became Emerald Magistrates, like today. But this seems to be something you've been doing for a while. So what can you tell us about your experiences with that?
A lot of it is very interesting work. We have to, as you said, we have to, or as you read, we have to make sure that we do our duties once a week, and carry out any crimes. But beyond that, there's very interesting things that happen. Investigations. There are surprisingly numerous people who do not like everyone just sticking their noses in things.
I can
Sound like
understand
guilty
that.
people.
No?
Are we going to be Emerald Magistrates the rest of our lives?
I don't know.
Because we have, I have things to do. I don't want to be running around this sinking city the rest of my life.
It depends. How you tell me more about what led up to your being chosen to be.
Well, it's quite simple, really. I was the best in my school, and as such, I was sent to represent the clan at the Topaz Championship, which is where I met Chio and the rest, and the rest is history. It was only a week ago, and now here we are. So, not really much to say about
But
it.
what impressed them at the? You said you did not win.
It's true. Still a mystery to me how I didn't, but since I did play so well in every competition I competed in. Chio was best at horsemanship, of course, but
I certainly did not win the competition. We were,
excused.
yes, almost sent home in shame. But
Why was that?
we disobeyed. It's a pretty direct order, but it turned out that our elders understood and they saw honor in what we had done. And accepted that as enough of a sign of our coming of age that we could pass our ceremony without actually completing it.
It was
Which
great
I'm
courage
very
in what they
grateful
did.
for.
It was great courage in what they did, and I'm impressed. I'm a little bit ashamed to say that I did not disobey the same way, and that's why I feel like I lost the
You
Topaz
should
Championship.
not be
Following an order,
failing
no?
to following.
No, I was following the order to the letter. It's the best way I could see it, and unfortunately, yeah, it's the straightforward way. Sometimes it didn't work. But, I'm curious, what mission were you on when we found you on the road?
I was traveling between cities.
So you had no orders of your own to follow? Maybe being an Emerald Master is not that bad.
Traveling to the Imperial City.
Was it business, or was it just filial duty?
Filial duty.
Right. Well, that must be something else. What's it like being the Emperor's cousin?
Interesting. There is a great amount of ceremony. I am not in line for anything.
I have no patience for any of that. I'm really sorry that you have to put up with it.
My great-grandfather married a imperial princess. Because the crane's closer to the end.
Yet again, you hear come from your servant or your attendant.
What about you, Chio? You want to be an Emerald Master the rest of your life?
We'll see where my path takes me. I found it's been interesting since leaving the unicorns. I'm willing to go with the flow, see
Well,
what the fates have in store.
it will be up to the Emerald Champion to
As it should be.
release you.
Does he release us for doing a good job or a bad job?
Maybe both.
A good job.
Okay, well then we just have to do the best job we can and arrest this murderer and get on with it. So I've got things to do. What do you think, Ryusei? Oh, it's right. No one cares what you think.
Ryusei takes a
what?
sip of his sake. He's like,
You say nothing.
You do nothing. You
I would
say
rather
nothing.
just be sweeping the temple grounds, but instead I am here with you. Truly, I must have done something in another life that has made me suffer in such a horrible way. But for family, for honor, and for the Emperor, I will do my duty. He sips his sake and just kind of gives you this, like, raised eyebrow. Because some of us know what duty means.
Yeah, I was going to say I would suggest you could sweep out Haru's stable, but it looks like that's already taken care of. So I don't really have much for you there, bud. Sorry.
I'm not a filthy peasant.
Could fool me. I can't tell the difference.
The trick for interactions with monks. Always assume that they are at least of equal status as yourself. For the monk may be a samurai who chose a different path. Not disgraced, but may have chosen to retire to be a monk.
You know what we call being retired on the wall, right?
Being dead.
Dead. Is it the same for you? Chio? Is it the same for you, where you come from? So it must be nice to live in such luxury that you can choose to set down your life's work and your duty and then make sideways comments at people in sake houses.
As opposed to direct comments.
I find directness is the best way.
Yep.
It's the crab way. Not everyone can handle it. Honor is a fantastic shield that you can hide behind sometimes. But we prefer courage.
So as you're having this conversation, your tea in that is refilled. Your sake is refilled. More food is brought to you. As your server turns around, you notice that a small glass container has fallen on the ground beside your foot.
I noticed this.
You notice this,
They
yes.
didn't notice a fault.
Pardon? No.
Can I pick it up?
Yep. It is a small glass container about yay big, and there is this green liquid pouring out of it.
What you got there, Chio?
I'm not sure. I upend it, so there's still a little liquid inside. You put it up on the table. What do we think?
Is it wasabi?
I wouldn't taste it. Could
Taste
be
it anyway.
wasabi, but it could be something more sinister.
Alright, put my finger in it.
Mhm.
Touches my tongue.
It's probably just wasabi.
Ballsy.
It's probably just wasabi.
What else would it be?
Okay.
Poison?
That is low.
Very trusting, man.
No one was just. How could you possibly accuse Ryusei of trying to poison somebody? That's terrible.
You say it's for usage.
Wasn't that side of the table with Chio? Where'd you find this?
But it could
Just on the
just be
floor
dropped on
beside
the
my
floor.
Oh, okay. Who's over on that side with Chio? Are we just all by
The server.
Just the servers, other patrons, etc.
We didn't see where it came from. We just noticed it on the ground.
So what do I taste? Is it spicy? No?
Doesn't taste like anything.
What do I hear?
It doesn't taste like anything.
What do I
What-
hear?
What do you hear? You hear a bunch of chatter, a bunch of people gossiping.
Specifically, what do I hear? Anything?
Specifically,
Yeah.
so make
I have
a
keen hearing.
keen
so
hearing.
my hearing is basically like almost supernatural.
You hear the following.
Like, to give an example of how it works,
Hmm
is I can still navigate in complete darkness.
Yeah,
Like,
I know. Yeah. So you hear the following coming over from one of the tables. So, Hyobu's son Jushe is just so gorgeous and beautiful. I'm surprised Yogo Osaka hasn't bedded him yet, but she's bedded every other guard, and with a snicker.
anything from the servants?
Anything from the servants? You mean the servers or the servants?
Servers.
Servers? No, they seem to be talking mostly about like orders and stuff like that. Nothing of
Do I notice anything with my attention to detail?
it's a broken glass vial with a colorless green liquid in it.
Odorless?
Hmm?
Odorless green liquid.
Odorless green liquid, yes.
Doesn't taste like anything either.
Well,
As he vomits, yeah.
Mm-hmm. Dun 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 dun. So what else are you guys talking about?
I feel like I should. I'm focused on this vial. That's what I want to talk about.
I mean, it's pulling our conversation away. So let's talk about this file.
Have any of you seen anything like this? I say looking specifically at you.
Yeah,
You're
I'm suddenly
more
not that
experienced.
interested in my sake or my food right now. I want to know more about this file.
It could be something really dangerous. It probably is.
But why was it set down next to Chio? Like, who could have dropped it?
Maybe they dropped it instead of taking it away with them. Maybe it fell out of a sleeve or something like that when they were refilling your tea.
Hmm.
But no one drinks tea. Well. Yeah, no one drinks tea.
No one drinks tea?
I came here for sake.
Hmm?
Well, I also probably stop drinking my sake.
I think we should call the server over. What do you
No.
think? No.
I think that maybe you've already had one issue that directly targeted at you. Maybe this is a second.
Hmm.
Are you referring to the attack? we suffered?
Your instinct.
Yeah, but the letters clearly said to strike the Shugenja, and they basically
The
left
one
us
you
alone.
found anyway.
Right.
I take it off the table and I put it. Do I have a pocket in my magistrate robes?
Yeah.
I put it in a pocket in my magistrate robes and I say, "Let's discuss this further in a more private place. For now, we'll just continue our meal.
I want to know who put that there.
So do I. There's a time and a place for all investigations. I think we're a little out in the open with this one.
Okay.
Should probably return and get an early night.
You're probably right.
We have been traveling.
Indeed. So,
Bath would be nice too.
so you guys get up and leave the sake house.
Do we ever pay for anything? I feel like I have gold that I never use.
Yeah.
Should I?
Well, it'll be
Yeah.
like Zanny.
Yeah. So it'd be like 8 zenny a piece.
Yeah.
So should I take that out of my
Yeah.
life?
So like one koku is 50 zenny.
No. This one's on me. You guys can pay next time. And I throw the scorpion's money on the table for it.
So you arrive back at the magistrate's barracks, and you begin calling it a night.
I'm not bath.
That's what I said. You begin calling it a night.
Massage.
I guess that's the benefit of having your own attendant. It's like, rub my shoulders. Now my feet.
I'm gonna have a bath, and I'm gonna
Or is he just
repair
repair
my.
my...
So as you were having your bath,
Mhm.
you begin to sweat
Okay.
a lot. You also begin to feel very nauseous.
Is everyone gonna die in this
Food was
session?
terrible. I'm gonna tell. Next time I see him, I'm gonna tell Kakita-san, let's not go back there. The food wasn't very good at all. I kept putting pork in all my rice.
Right. So, you, at the moment,
Hold on, let me just get the sweat.
Just
hot in here.
You know. Hot springs.
No,
Super hot.
we have hot springs in
you begin feeling very tired and disoriented.
I think it's time to go to bed. Too much sake. Definitely don't like that place though.
You too also begin feeling very tired and disoriented.
Okay. I'm like, whoa.
Well, it's not like whoa. I appreciate that. It's like whoa. More like
That sake house was great.
both of you eventually crawl into your own beds and that, and you both experience horrible nightmares.
So this is like 15-year-old drunkage, first time.
Sure. You sleep fine. You have a relaxing, comforting sleep. You wake up with a foot massage. You know, some tea.
We all ate and drank the same stuff, though, didn't we?
Did you?
I don't know. That's what I'm asking.
No. Someone
I
decided
don't-
to put
I
a
don't-
vial in their pocket,
Mm.
and someone decided to taste a colorless.
I didn't
Oh, sorry, an odorless.
drink
An odorless.
the
And-
vial, though. I just put it in my pocket.
Tasteless, odorless.
And I took it out when I got home. Put it on the shelf.
But did you put it in anything? You just put it in your pocket.
That's true, and it was open.
And it could have been on the outside of the bottle as well, which you then touched.
Mm-hmm.
Or we could just been a bunch of 16-year-olds getting drunk on
True.
sake.
I'm gonna go practice my colors.
Alright, so, you wake up in the morning and you go to reach them in their barracks.
My
Probably
head
not.
hurts. Kakita-san, I gotta tell you about that place. I didn't like the food there. It wasn't very good. Or sake or something. I don't know.
They actually awake.
They are not awake.
Yeah,
Oh,
just
really?
talking to himself in a dream.
In fact, they are both looking very pale and white. Like, super pale.
Hero,
Your servant attends. Yes,
where's your doctor?
of course.
Where's your ninja?
Doctor's closer, I think. Your attendant runs off. He comes back about 20 minutes to a...
It'll be like, O'Hara, get a doctor, bring him here, get the doctor to find out what's going on here.
Yeah.
I'm gonna go see if I can find the Jade Magistrate.
Okay. So the doctor comes back with your attendant and begins looking at these two. You find one of the Jade Magistrates in basically the civil hall, and they are attending to some court duties.
I'll say to one of the servants there, when the Jade Magistrate is free,
Mhm.
send them to my rooms. Or my friend's rooms.
Okay.
There's something suspicious.
So you get back to the rooms. You see the doctor taking care of his poisoned. Both of them.
Severely?
They may live. They're very
I have asked for a Jade Magistrate to attend.
probably very wise. Well, we need to keep an eye on them. I'm not sure if this is a lethal poison or not, but they will not be waking up for quite some time. Jade Magistrate arrives after the doctor finishes explaining everything to you, and he looks at you, he's like, what seems to be the problem?
Do the Kameen have any knowledge or ability to help heal these new Emerald Magistrates?
Are they drunk?
Apparently they've been poisoned.
What kind of poison?
Just as well.
The doctor looks at the magistrate and he's like, it appears to be night milk. They're basically passed out until it leaves their system. They're experiencing probably terrible nightmares or dreams right now. It's not something that will completely debilitate them, but may scar them a little bit. I would suggest taking them to a hut and having it being sweated out of them both. The magistrate turns to you and says, so who would poison two new magistrates?
Showed them the piece of paper. One of their other number was targeted directly as well.
Also, nobody poisoned us. We fully just poisoned ourselves.
Same difference.
The other magistrate looks at it like,
That magistrate was the grandson of the Phoenix Daniel.
I see. Well, that certainly is quite the predicament. The Scorpion are that stupid though. They wouldn't
They have all
literally.
passed their cuckoo, and something untoward did happen, though I do not know what. Their Genpuku.
Where was their Genpuku?
Sumi?
Shima.
Mispronounce it.
Ah,
I know exactly where it is. It's the academy I went to.
Yeah, you know that place I studied.
so
I don't name it.
your lord had their ceremony.
Yes. I think we should go see Yogo-san. She apparently had some knowledge, as far as I know.
Into what?
She was expecting these people, and therefore my daimyo may have sent a letter.
New recruits of such.
They were sent directly here.
They were sent direct. Let me see. Oh. He looks at the doctor and tells the doctor to basically pack you two up and sweat it out. You and the Jade magistrate can go see Osaku.
I cry out my nightmares. No. I'm the Topaz champion.
No, where's my armor? My armor. Why is it rusty?
Why is there a demon eating my feet?
Oh, that was just
Why
every
can't
other
I
day.
get it clean?
That was just the other day.
Why can't I get it clean? Nice.
Attacked again on the road in robes.
All right, so
We've been living our worst nightmares. Killed 2 people.
Basically, yeah.
We're having a hard time.
your
We're
your
just
night.
going
In fact,
back to
your
our history.
nightmares are in fact you're reliving killing people.
Yeah.
You keep seeing the people that you killed in this most recent skirmish flash before your eyes. Their expressions on their face just burning into your subconscious.
My soft heart is what I yell out in my nightmares.
Well, I doubt you would say my soft heart.
That's
but
what I say.
Okay. So you arrive to go see Osaku, and she's at her desk filling in some paperwork. How can I help you?
The newest 2 recruits are apparently being poisoned.
Which new recruits?
The ones that arrived with me.
So, they got to them already.
Being directly targeted?
No, just we losing a lot of new recruits in this city. That's why we go through so many new recruits. Just in case you haven't noticed, there's a war going on right now.
Pass her the note.
I turn over writing memo of magistrate.
They were also targeted on the road before they even got here.
Well, that is a complication I did not expect.
Though that may be political due to who that Phoenix apparently was.
Well,
Can you fill me in a little more on... They said there were something strange happened at their Genpuku.
I have not heard anything about what has happened at their Genpuku.
You also
I
know
simply-
that crane died.
I know, yeah, I know a crane died,
Ah,
I'm just gonna interrupt.
but I do not know anything else. They disobeyed my daimyo, and apparently were then sent here by the Ruby Magistrate.
well, I don't know for certain, but if I were to take a wild guess, I would say that whomever has hatched this plot, because clearly this note is a fake. Like, I mean,
It's obvious, because you would not carry a note like that and keep it on you in the
Destroy
trail.
it.
exactly. I mean, what do these people think that we are? Idiots?
Crabs, probably. I mean, they think us to be crabs.
Indeed. Speaking of crabs, is that one still alive as well?
The doctor said they'd probably make it. He's taken them to be sweated.
Night milk? They'll be fine. Well, I guess that means that they won't be investigating anytime soon today.
The sake house we went to in question was
send some guards there to. Well, actually, let's just send some Thunder Guards there to see if we can get any answers. And obviously, the magistrate's office wants to investigate. I personally think this is an injustice. So, let's try to get to the bottom of this shortly. But first, we have a more pressing concern. We have a dead samurai in a brothel. And I do not have any magistrates to investigate this.
The other theory is that maybe they recognized him as a crab and targeted him directly, just like the previous target.
Very interesting. Well, take the day off. Make sure that your companions are your other magistrates are well taken care of.
I shall stand guard over them.
Once they are feeling better and probably more awake, send them on assignment. They'll make them feel better to work. If you come across anything else while during the investigation, come to me immediately.
Of course.
You are dismissed.
Turn, leave.
A few hours later, Chio and Man, you just snap awake
Sit up and
Oh my
see
God.
and
between
instantly
you.
vomit. Yeah.
I believe the note.
You also notice that neither of you are wearing anything at
Where's
all.
my armor?
Oh my
But
god.
you didn't vomit in your armor, though. You'll never get that out.
You are
Says
actually
that- says no
inside
crab
a
armor.
very
No.
steamy tent. There's fire going on in one corner and boiling water in another corner.
Is it a trap? Are we under attack?
And then at one.
Is it just the two of us, or is he
No,
here
and
too?
then.
No.
And you?
And then you see him standing at the door.
I'd probably be kneeling.
Mm,
But my hand is.
kneeling at the door.
Okay. Well, I'm gonna get right to it. What's going on?
Kiki-san,
Last-
where's my armor?
Yeah, last I remember, we were leaving a sake house, and now suddenly we're naked in a sweat
Are we
lodge
under
with
attack
you.
again?
It was poison.
Where's my weapon?
There's poison.
Poison.
What was poison?
Your armor and your weapon is still in the barracks.
Oh, they're safe. Okay.
Who poisoned us?
We have no idea.
Why would they
But,
poison us?
Was that probably that liquid?
Right.
That makes sense.
They might poison you because you're also a crab.
Hmm.
So maybe whoever it was that targeted your cousin, your kinsman, also was targeting you.
I'm gonna bring up that we might not have been the targets at all. I found that poison on the ground. You tasted
Next
it
to our table.
next to our table, but spilled next to our table. I'm sure.
As I said, maybe it dropped after they attempted to dose our tea.
It also could have dropped after they attempted to dose the people at the table beside us.
But probably not.
Did we not share food and drink? How come only the two of us got sick?
They
Where's Ryusei?
refilled our tea,
Hmm.
and then we noticed it.
So no one drank the. Hmm.
They only refilled the tea because Ryusei was
Hmm.
drinking the tea. We were drinking sake.
Right.
We didn't drink the tea.
I didn't
Maybe
miss
they were
it.
directly targeting the dragon.
Ooh.
The other
They've already
member.
targeted
Where's Ryusei now? He's not
the
here.
phoenix and the dragon. He is fine.
Is he okay? Okay, good.
So he didn't drink any more tea because you spotted the vial soon enough.
We saved him again. He owes us. Me, I don't want anything for it. It's fine. The payment's still necessary. So what's our mission then?
Investigate your fallen kinsman.
Yes, you keep saying that like he's a crab. I'm not convinced.
Until determined otherwise,
Hmm.
I shall assume he is a crab.
Well, let's go.
I
Let's
would
go
not
prove it.
wish to assume otherwise and offend the crab.
Well, let's go see. You should assume otherwise, or you will offend this crab. So let's go find out.
But I will not offend your family.
That's fair, but we don't die to.
Your clan.
We don't die in brothels to poison. That's not how crab dies.
You nearly did.
Nearly.
But not.
Yeah. See.
Maybe
Proof.
he received a larger dose.
Proof. All right. Let's go find this guy. Where's my armor?
So your uniform,
Mm-hmm.
your uniform and swords are in your barracks in a trunk locked at the end of your bed.
Okay. I go put on my armor.
You put on your uniform.
And my armor. Never without my armor.
All right, you wear your uniform over your armor. Then.
Totally fine.
I believe crabs actually can get like a something put on their
Yes,
armor.
yeah.
to indicate. You'll need to find a competent smith.
No problem.
I have smithing.
It's
I'll
true.
smith you
I
up
have
some
something.
armor.
That's amazing. All right.
But I have smithing because duelists are bougie artisans.
That's amazing.
I have smithing because I'm
We
a
have to fix our
layered
blades after
person.
we try to kill someone with them generally.
So,
Complex.
after you guys have prepared, you are sent down to the location where you found the body. The Silver Fox.
Ooh.
The silver kitsune?
No, the Silver Fox.
Just the one tip.
When you arrive there, you see that there is in fact another magistrate speaking to a group of people in the crowd. They politely nod to you and wave you over.
Yes, magistrate?
Ah, you're the new recruits, I take it. Well then, so we have a problem here. On one side, our witness, they have disappeared.
The witness?
The witness has disappeared, yes.
Oh.
Well, and suspect. Both, really. The other thing is, apparently that she left with 4 crab samurai heading towards the wall. Or, well, into crab territory.
Well, sorry, magistrate. Do you mind not shouting so loud? Someone's been poisoned today. Second of all, what? How did you lose your witness? I thought you were supposed to be like. How long have you been on scene here?
Maybe the crabs have taken her.
I've only just recently got here about an hour ago.
Well, who was watching her before that?
No one was watching her, as far as I am aware.
See, I'm sorry, I failed the law exam at the Topaz Championship, but I thought when you
Your
had someone who's suspected
your
of murder-
failures as a child are your own.
And what about your failures as an Emerald Magistrate? Or should I lay this at the feet of somebody else who let a suspect in a murder go? Oh, I'm sorry. Was I rude?
Maybe the crabs are taking this person away for their form of justice.
If the crabs have her, then there will be justice for sure. My question is, which way did they go? What's the
Well,
easiest
towards
way
the
out of
wall.
the city
Towards
towards
the-
Crabland?
Crablands, so they went
Boat,
southeast.
horse, boat, horse.
4
wagon?
crabs were seen leaving with her
On foot?
down the road on
On
foot.
foot.
On foot.
Okay.
Yes.
It's a long walk to the wall.
Mm-hmm.
Well, we have a horse. Maybe we should catch them. Well, we could get horses, couldn't we?
You get ponies.
Ponies, yeah.
Well, we could get ponies, couldn't we?
There are ponies at the stable.
We should probably do this.
Alright, let's go.
Yeah.
All right. So the other magistrate looks at you and is like, well, good luck.
This happened this morning, you say?
Mm, the peasants aren't sure. It could be this morning. It could be 2 days ago. They're not saying anything.
Right. I'm getting angry. So I look around the room. Are there peasants in the room now?
Well, you're outside of the building. You are in the road.
Sure, but you said there was a group, a crowd.
Yes. Yes.
I grab one of the peasants at random,
Okay.
and I say to him, "Did you see someone who looked like me? Did you see someone who looked like me? Rokugani, peasant, do you speak it?"
The peasant looks at you. It's like, no.
As in, no, they didn't see something.
Did anyone see a crab like me today? I start shouting at the crowd.
All of them point fingers at you.
Other than me.
4 of them.
4 of them.
A hand raises up in the background.
Yeah, step forward.
Forward is an 11-year-old girl wearing this silk dress, like a silk sundress almost. She's like, I saw 4 in that armor go that way
How long ago?
last night.
Thank you, child.
Were they alone?
Well, there was 4.
Was it just the 4?
Yes, and the lady who works upstairs.
Was she walking with them, or were they dragging her?
She was walking in the center of them.
Like they were protecting her?
This is a child. The child.
She looks at you like, what?
What did her face look like, child?
It was
she
the lady
happy?
upstairs.
Was she happy or was she sad?
Painted.
Painted.
Geisha.
Oh, okay. Got it.
Gotcha.
Let's get a pony. I want to ride.
Right.
Let's ride. Let's ride.
All right.
Let's ride. I have no idea.
So it takes you about half hour to get back to the barracks. You grab your horse and you have to find suitable horses or ponies for you guys.
Well, I can leave my attendant here.
Mhm.
I shall go and see the magistrate, inform her of the
Development.
development.
Okay.
There's 4 of them. The crabs are probably heavily armed. Ask for some thunderguard.
No.
No? Well, or whatever. If
No.
there's anything that.
They can't assist you.
Okay. In that case. Head up.
Onward and outward.
Yeah, I grab my hammer and my travel pack.
All right.
Don't forget your yurt.
I never forget my yurt.
So where would you guys like to go?
Southeast, out the gate.
Towards the wall.
That's right.
Towards the wall. All right.
So, do I know what part of the Hida lands they're marching towards? Like, am I familiar with this neck of the woods at all? This
Are you
region?
familiar with this region? No.
No.
You're familiar with the pass,
Mhm.
and you know that this is close to the pass. So you will need to
The
head.
Baden Pass.
Yes,
Okay.
you will need to head with that direction
Mm-hmm.
to head into crab territory.
Right, the gates. Okay. Okay. So let's go. I guess we're following Chio because she's got like the super fast horse, right?
I don't think it's that much faster than the
No,
other
not much
horses,
faster.
is it?
Yeah, it is.
Oh, it is?
It's,
Alright.
it's faster, but like if you leave us behind and you get there super early,
Yeah,
then
exactly.
you know.
Yeah.
So we're just trotting.
Okay.
along.
So you start heading through the city.
Mhm.
You're all going, I assume.
I'm ready.
At least the three of us.
Mhm.
Probably also.
Assume Ryusei's
Did
coming.
you want to take any other magistrates with you?
Oh, okay. That's what I was asking, if I could take other magistrates or...
Oh yeah, you can take other magistrates with you.
Okay,
Yes.
but not Thunderguard. 'Cause there's
No, you
two
cannot
okay.
take Thunder Guard.
But I can take... We can potentially take other magistrates.
Yes.
Let's do that because there's 4 of us versus 4 of them. Let's give ourselves an edge.
Well, 4 of us versus 4 of them. No, that's fine.
Well, they also have sneaky geisha ladies, so let's take some extra people, man.
We're making an arrest. It's okay to ask for help.
Okay.
But we got Ryusei, and I've got my hammer, so
Mhm.
I'm in.
We'll take some extra assists.
Okay. Do you just want to head towards the wall directly, or do you want to, ask people on the way?
That's people on the way.
Absolutely.
How many magistrates are here?
How many magistrates are in the
Yeah.
town?
Roughly.
Probably about 50. So not a lot.
So there's one road there, another road there. So there's 2 main roads away from here?
Correct.
Can we get some magistrates to go... No, there's 3 main roads away from here. I see another one.
But only one.
There's
southeast.
also
1, 2, 3... The waterway, obviously, but...
They went out this one.
So, in... did they?
Well, that's the way to the wall,
You don't
isn't it?
trust the child?
But more to the point, maybe the child saw them going that way, and then they turned back. And went out a different way, in a different direction.
So you're saying we should split up and search for clues?
No, I'm saying that we should maybe potentially send others along the roads in other directions. Instead of coming with us, maybe we should send a group in different other groups in different directions.
If we have the manpower, sure. But we should make haste, like they're getting away if they are playing a game on us.
The magistrates, I assume, have messenger birds of some kind.
That's what I've wondered. Like, why didn't they even know we were coming?
because messages are sent ahead.
Yeah.
It's usually by messengers, not messenger birds.
One, like,
Yeah.
yeah, because messages are usually quite bulky.
Mm.
But if there's, say, like a messenger bird, like a homing pigeon, something like that.
Yeah, pigeons. Makes sense, but I don't think we have time to write a note. I think we should go.
No, what I meant was maybe you send a scout off that way, a scout off that way, a scout off that way with some kind of message, and then once we know which direction they went, they basically release it and it returns here, and you find out which way they went.
So
Well,
we
we
should
can
stay
do-
here and we send the magistrates out? Is that what you're suggesting? I thought this was our investigation.
Well, we can
I'd also say
continue
there's a
to-
witness and or suspect that could be dead at any moment. If the crabs are...
Yeah, I'm
Fine,
impatient. I
we'll
want to get going.
We'll go towards
I
the
think we
wall,
should go after him.
Yeah,
and we'll send some groups in the other directions. Just
Okay.
to make sure.
that sounds fun. You can arrange that, right? Okay, then let's go.
So technically, can you do?
Yes.
I thought
You
we
are
were-
magistrates.
I thought we were like brand new.
You're recruit. Yeah, you're
Maybe not.
But a sensible idea from a junior magistrate is still a sensible idea.
I guess. Well, my idea is I want to get on this road and run.
All right, so we're gonna call it for tonight. So I want to thank everyone who has joined us tonight in chat and on Twitter, on Facebook, and just interacted with us tonight. Love you all. We're ending tonight in your very first mission of, who has your witness. We're gonna go
Where's
next week
witness?
into. Pardon?
Where's witness?
Where's witness? Yes. Next week, Petra, you are not going to be here, but we're going to have a guest star in as a guest star magistrate.
Take a laptop with you.
Yep.
We can put you on via Skype.
Maybe.
Yes, we
If
could.
it's possible.
Yes, we could Skype you in. Yeah.
I'm trying to go. Okay.
And yeah. So, thank you everyone for watching. I'm Richard, Petra, Jeremy, Alex. we're here at the Harry Tarantula. You can find us online at harryt.com or come visit us at 3456 Yonge Street here in Toronto. But not tonight because there's a lot of snow outside because there's a massive blizzard outside.
Yeah, also I think we're closed.
It's 11 p.m. as well, yes.
Online store never closes.
Online store never closes, though.
And it's shipped, so you don't even have to go in the snow.
Exactly. All right, so have a good night. See you next week.